Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for June. I hope everyone's May went well. Let's go ahead and talk about what we've got going on the channel right now. The only real big change is that I've changed up my streaming schedule a little bit when I finished Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. I have moved the retro stream from Wednesday mornings to Friday mornings. I've been saying for a little while that Wednesday mornings have just been not working out for me, and it's been hard to make those and everything like that. So that is the main reason for that change. In addition, I'm starting the Lego build streams on Wednesday an hour earlier, so 7 p.m. Eastern Time rather than 8 p.m. And that's to give me a little bit more time to build like something that doesn't need two streams to do, but it's also a little bit longer than one stream. So just kind of get a little bit more. Although I'm thinking of maybe doing Wednesday and Friday as like the multi stream builds, and then maybe doing something Saturday or Sunday night. I don't know. So if that's something that's of interest to you, go ahead and let me know. I'm also kind of considering maybe doing a second Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth stream. So if that's of interest to you guys, please let me know. Give me some feedback on what you guys would like about that. Um, the big thing is that just honestly for like the past couple of years, I haven't been sleeping as well. Before that, sleeping fine, but just a lot of things have been taking a toll on me lately, and it's really disrupted my sleep. So that's one of the reasons. I'm pretty good on Friday for some reason. Although if that changes, I may need to change up my retro stream. We'll see. But for now, that is fine. But that's the big change right now with regards to that stuff. Otherwise, still playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Stardew Valley. I have finished the main story of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, so now I'm just going through the post-game stuff, and there is a fair bit of post-game stuff. But once that's all wrapped up, then that game will be done, and we'll be starting something new. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is also going along just fine. There were only 2 episodes this past week because something came up on, right as I was taking the break, and I had to step away for a while, and I didn't want to like just leave the stream up or come back, so it was just easier to end it a little bit early. But we'll get back to our full-length streams next time. It wasn't anything like bad or anything. It was just something that I needed to handle and be prepared for. So but that was just a one-time thing. I would have left that little bit of the stream in that video, but every time I did that, like on Twitch found like supposedly copyright matched material when I did the full thing, and then only for like for a part that's in the main episode, and then it didn't find it when I cut it down to just the episode length. I don't know. It didn't look accurate to me, but I did it a couple times, and each time it was like muted because there's content matched, and I'm like, this has got to be a false positive. But yeah, it was just really weird. It was just easier to chop it off at the normal break time and leave it at that. But if you were wondering why there wasn't a third episode this past week, that is why. And obviously, I'll mention something when we get into that on Monday. But I've left up the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster in here because just for now, I'll get rid of it soon. For the next update, just because it's there. But Sword of Mana, we are playing on Fridays now. That has been quite a bit of fun. I'm enjoying doing like a kind of a doofy voice for the main character. It kind of fits how they wrote the text for it. I feel like it's something that just made me think that he's kind of a doofy guy in this one. So I've definitely been enjoying that quite a bit. We also, again, still have the two Lego build streams Thursday, not Thursday, I'm sorry, Wednesday and Friday nights. Spelljammer still ongoing. I'm actually recording this right after most recent Spelljammer session. And of course, over on Zerfall's channel, I'm still joining him for Marvelous Another Treasure Island. So do check that out. I have made sure that this playlist is updated entirely, so it does have all of the episodes. Other than that, that's mostly what's going on the channel. It's just kind of like I got to finish up a series before I can start something new, before I have something new to discuss. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance will definitely be the next the one that finishes up sooner. However, for those wondering if I will play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, eventually I will, but not right away. If that has been a question you have had, I want to do something else instead, at the very least, before I get back to it. But I do plan to eventually play that. I've never actually played it, whereas I have played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I do not recall how far I got in it, but definitely not to the end of the game. So that is what we're looking at right now on the channel. Not a whole lot going on there. In terms of my personal news, the big thing to me is, like I mentioned it last time, I am still dealing with kind of a relapse of depression. I had pretty bad depression when I was a child, and it got better and more manageable when I, got old enough to be high school, later high school, college age, and stuff like that. And it was manageable. It would pop up occasionally, but just lately it has been a lot worse. Big part of that, of course, is because my father passed away 2 years ago, and these past couple months have been right at that period. Not only that, but also just right around his birthday. So all of that coming together at just a bad time has made my mental state not as good as it used to be, and not able to handle that as well. And I'm still dealing with that. It's as anyone who has depression or knows people with depression knows, it's always a struggle, and it's always an ongoing struggle. But that's where I am right now. If any of you are feeling things like depressed or anything like that, and you haven't talked to someone, gotten either therapy or medication, or figured out what works for you with a doctor, please do so. It's really important. I've long felt it's very important to get the help needed, and that is what I've been doing and working on, and that's probably something to do. Like, that's probably feeding into why I have been having trouble sleeping. If I were to guess, it's probably related, because it's all happening at about the same time. So seems logical to conclude that it's related. Hopefully, if I can get the depression handled, maybe the my sleep problems will also go away. It wouldn't be it actually wouldn't be so bad if I was like insomnia and I could just take something that would put me to sleep. Like, melatonin works for me to do that. The problem is that's not what I'm having trouble with. I'm waking up too early and not getting enough sleep, and thus just dozing until it's time to wake up, and that sometimes leaves me much too tired to do things that I want to do, like the Wednesday streams. And the middle of the week tends to be the worst. So I don't know. It's just it's all frustrating and stuff like that. So that's that's really draining. I don't have a deity this month for my D&D blog, my AD&D blog, for that exact reason. I just haven't had the energy to get as much done on that as I wanted to. So unfortunately, no deity this month for those who follow that project. Other than that, that's mostly what's going on the channel. Not a whole lot new to talk about, other than the stream schedule changes. Um, it's just how it goes. If you are enjoying the content, and I certainly do hope that you all are, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, here on with YouTube channel memberships or Twitch subscriptions. All of that does go a really long way to, uh, ensure that I can continue to, like, pay for healthcare for one thing. It's definitely something that I need. Um, and get things, like, taken care of. It has not helped my depression either. That my doctor basically told me that I need to change up my diet or I will get diabetes. Um, so I'm working on that, and it is not fun. That does not help my depression. So, I'm fairly likely to have more doctor appointments in the near future as we kind of monitor that. And unfortunately, being a, you know, essentially self-employed, I do not have the best health care that I could possibly have. Um, and it is not cheap. So, supporting the channel does ensure that I am getting, the money and funds I need to be able to pay for those bills, um, and everything like that. So, please do consider supporting the channel if you can. Obviously, I understand not everyone can do so. I'm not asking for anyone to, put themselves in dire financial shape for doing so. But if you can spare a dollar or two each month, it would really go a long way to helping ensure that everything remains smooth and stable here with the channel, and I continue to produce, level of content that I want to produce, and the videos that I want to create and everything like that. So please do consider doing that. Also, Twitch bits and super thanks here on YouTube. Both of those, as well as Ko-fi. I've got links in the descriptions and everything for those kinds of things. If it's not something where you can do a monthly thing, please consider maybe just doing a one-time support, like using one of those avenues. All of that does really help. And if you can't do any of that, then just continuing to enjoy the videos, watching them entirely, leaving likes, leaving comments, all of that does go a long way as well. Again, I'm not asking for anyone to do something that they're not comfortable with, but just, do what you can. If it spurs anyone to do a little bit more than they might otherwise do, and not just for me, but other channels as well. If there's another channel that you enjoy, like their videos and leave comments on those videos as well. All of that does go a long way. The YouTube algorithm is a piece of crap these days, and is not helping anyone get, like any channel like mine do well. So a lot of it does help when the viewers can do what they can as well, through liking and leaving comments and stuff like that. I really do appreciate everyone's support and all of the generous support that everyone gives me. Of course, names of Patreon supporters are scrolling by down below. All of you guys, especially those of you who've been supporting for, like, since around the time that I started the Patreon. There's so many names there that I look at, and their names, like, burned into my memory as long-term supporters. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. It is one of those things where, like, seeing those names and seeing you pop up in, like, the video comments and on Discord and during live streams, it is like, just one of those things that just, it makes me feel good. Just, seeing you guys been around for a while, and enjoying the content, continuing to enjoy the content, and saying that, really does help in you know, when I'm down and stuff like that. So thank you guys. It really does, really does mean a lot to me. That's basically where we are with the channel. Like I said, I don't have a deity to talk about this month, unfortunately. Um, I will have one for next month, of course. But there is one other thing to mention. I believe the European Union elections are coming up. If you are in the European Union, please do vote. If you've got local elections, every country has different elections at different times. I believe the UK is going to be having elections coming up soon. Make sure that you vote. It is so important to vote. These people represent you. It is a job. Treat it like a job. Treat it like you giving a potential contract. Like, you it's a job like a plumber. I mean, obviously it has different requirements and stuff like that, but politician is still just a job. There are skills that are necessary to do it well. Look at that. Get the people in who are going to do a good job at that job. And as always vote. Um, if you look at it as a job that you are hiring them to do kind of thing, and you're making a choice based on that, I personally believe that you will be more likely to get better people to better represent you and do a better job of running governments, be it local government, mayors, city councils, counties, states, or the whole country, or the European Union, whatever it is. It's just so very important. I am a firm believer in exercising your right to vote and doing so and ensuring that everyone has that right and does their duty, their civic duty of voting. So please do. And a lot of people are getting discouraged. Do what you can to not get discouraged. Even if it's just like, if it's not like, here's someone that I can really get behind, then look at who you absolutely don't want and make sure you're voting for someone else, kind of thing. You know, that is just as important. It is an ethical choice to choose who is gonna cause the least harm. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly valid. Whatever it takes to get you to vote, do that. But always be voting. It's like Glengarry Glen Ross. Always be voting. So please do, if you've got elections coming up. Obviously, U.S. elections, we still have some primaries to go through, and then the general elections in November. If you're not registered to vote for those, if you can still get registered, please do so. I don't know how other countries handle it, but if you need to register, make sure you're registered. Just do whatever you need to do and go vote. It's very important. I am very passionate about voting. I have voted in every election that I have been able to here in the United States, and I encourage everyone to do so wherever they are if they have elections that they can actually vote in. Not everyone does, and it is very sad. So please do get out there and vote if you've got elections coming up. I want to thank you, everyone, for all the support that you've been giving me. I made comments about my struggle with depression last month, and there were some very kind and generous comments after that. And it really meant a lot to me. And I'm still thinking about those comments today, and it really does help. So thank you all, and I really do appreciate everyone's generosity and for everything that you guys are doing, and just for enjoying the content. I mean, I'm playing games and trying to crack jokes and have fun and stuff like that, and it means a lot to me that people enjoy it. So, thank you very, very much. And I hope everyone's June goes well. Summer is kicking off around here, you know, around where you are, probably. Unless you're down in the southern hemisphere, then it's getting to winter. You know, uh, stay cool or stay warm if you're down in the southern hemisphere. Although I don't think I don't think there's enough land far enough south for it to really be quite the same as winter up here. But you know what I mean. Uh, please do stay safe, everyone, and have a good June. And keep positive. Keep enjoying yourselves. You know, do good things. Do good things for yourself. Do good things for other people. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. And I will probably be doing some more recording today and certainly tomorrow. Have a wonderful June, everyone.